Hello Pisces, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo and I'm here with your January Tarot forecast. As always, we'll be looking at your love life, your career and workspace, and we'll get you guidance from the universe on how to best navigate the energies of the month of January. At the end, I'll post some messages from your person of interest to yourself. And as always, we'll start with a little oracle message, and I'm excited that this time I'm going to be using the Angels and Ancestors deck. So this will be a message from the ancestors. Whoever is listening, paying attention, and is looking after your energy, Pisces. All right, let's get started. In January, the North Node is going to change and go into Pisces. And that's going to be quite a big deal, speaking as a North Node Piscean person, because Pisces will be a big part of the collective energy, where for good 18 months we're going to be figuring out what our connection is to the other realms, which will include, those souls whose lifetime is over in a certain incarnation. It will include ancestors, it will include guides, beings from other civilizations even. It will also include general viewpoint on spirituality and connection to the source, whatever that is for you, whatever your higher power is. So we're all gonna be discovering those topics for ourselves. And since it's a North Node, it's gonna uncover certain challenges, certain limitations, certain fears we have in that area, right? Where there's a scope of work for us. Okay, so this reading is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So if you're checking this for your sun sign, then please check videos for other placements, and then you'll get a more well-rounded message for yourself. And of course, if you enjoy what I'm doing, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel if you're new, and there are other ways that you can connect. It's in the description box for a personal reading, for a donation, or in any other way. Thank you for being here. And now that I'm saying this, we have a new moon in Gemini happening on the 30th of December, 31st if you are in Asia. There's already a reading for that with messages for each zodiac sign. So you can check my channel for that video. There are timestamps. It's a long video, but there are timestamps so you can jump straight into the message for your sign. So yeah, check that out. This is the last new moon of the year and basically the last lunation event of the year. It's also on the verge of the actual new year. So it will be pretty important to use this energy to manifest your best reality for 2025. So Pisces, you have the Oracle card. Wait for important information. So who knows, maybe that important information is coming up for you in this reading even, or in your new moon for Gemini reading. But yeah, there's some kind of important piece of information that's coming to your attention that you will need in order to make certain decisions in life, in order to decide what the next leg of the journey is gonna be for you. Okay, let's see what we have here from Tarot for Pisces. So for your love life, we have Six of Wands. We have King of Wands. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. And you have Four of Wands. Wow, so much fire. You are on fire, Pisces. Such an interesting energy to see for a water sign, but it's exciting. Then for your career space, you have Queen of Swords. You have Eight of Coins, the quintessential working card, and the Moon. You could be dealing with another Pisces, or it could be your energy, of course, that you're bringing to the table. And then the advice is Six of Coins, Three of Cups, and Ace of Wands. Wow. There's a lot of inspiration coming your way, a lot of passionate energy, a lot of activation of sacral chakra. Like, I feel like my outfit today really speaks to the sacral chakra. But this could be something, if you feel like And you can of course study a little bit more of what does it mean to have an active or cleansed sacral chakra, and what happens when it's blocked in some way, right? And you can do a quick check for yourself whether it's you, and of course you can take some steps to bring more balance, grounding, and cleansing to the chakra and activate it in a healthy way. Bottom of the deck is Five of Swords, because otherwise sometimes you'll be fighting battles, you'll be spending your energy on fighting battles that you don't really need to fight, that aren't even yours to fight, right? But it's important to have that discernment and not to just jump on things, right? Being passionate is great, but then you can bring your Piscean energy into the mix to really channel that message. Like, what is this for? How am I supposed to deal with this, right? What is it trying to tell me? So for your love life and just general personal space, we definitely have all the fire cards. If you're not dealing with a fire sign, you could be in this fiery energy where you just want to go for things, you want to, and if you're talking about romantic partnership, you want to commit, you want the person to commit to you, you know, like you want to go all the way together. There's Four of Wands here, which is like a soulmate / twin flame connection, right? So definitely there is a thought, and I'm hearing this from both of you, that this is something special and you want the commitment, you know, you want the, I mean, it could be marriage, of course. It could be something like buying a house together, having a baby, I don't know, maybe committing to doing a lot of travel together around the world, right? But it's some serious commitment here that you wouldn't be doing with just like a person you just started dating a month or two ago, right? There is a lot of passion here. That's what I'm getting. If you don't have anybody in your life, then this is the underlying energy. Like, you are excited about getting somebody in your life that you can call your life partner, that you want to share your story with, right? You want to call them in, you want to be victorious with it, and you want the person to appreciate you and this journey with you just as much as you appreciate it with them. So generally all great energy. Just be careful not to rush into things, right? Because uncontrolled enthusiasm can go into the extreme where you will become too controlling, or you'll be doing the work and putting in the effort for yourself and for the other person, right? Or you might overlook some red flags in the relationship. So just tread carefully there, but really great attitude in terms of enthusiasm and motivation to go all the way together. And I'm hearing that this other person is ready for that as well. Or if you're single, then you're attracting a person who will want these things, right? Who is ready for this. Then the idea is still to connect on specifics, you know, like details matter in this case. And I'm not saying details of like what kind of cereal are we gonna buy for breakfast, but you know, how do each of you see family? What kind of home do you want to build? You know, where do you want to be in 5 and 10 years, at least for now, the way you see yourself and the other person sees themselves, right? What are mutual values? What are your love languages? Like all these things. How do you pass your free time, and how much of that can you do together, if anything at all? Like, there's a lot there to go over, so just make sure that you give both of you time and space to do that. For your career space, we have the Queen of Swords, the Eight of Coins, and the Moon. Yeah, so on the one hand, there is your quintessential energy of like not being just structured and just going with the flow, pretty much in a nutshell. But there's also the energy, and it could be coming from someone else who wants structure, who wants result, who wants some stats, some reports, right? Like, how did we do with this campaign, right? Or how many clients did we get? And what did they buy, or what was their behavior on the website, or whatever it is, right? I'm just giving some examples, right? There's somebody here who it almost like it comes into a contrast with the way you do things, even if you're work in the same industry and you've made a successful career. It's the approach is very different, right? And I would say what I'm getting here is the trick is not to basically have the attitude my way or the highway. It's not about being right or proving them that your way is valid, especially since they may be critical of your approach, right? So it might trigger you. But the trick is for the both of you to see a different perspective, see a different way of doing things that you're used to doing a certain way, right? So there's something that you can learn from each other, and that's the biggest point of this collaboration, interaction, communication in general. And this could be a client, a partner, an employee, anyone, someone from HR department of the company you work in, maybe, like doesn't even have to directly be the person that works with you day in, day out, right? But there will be a fundamentally different view on certain activity and how to approach it and how to succeed. The advice that we have for you today: Six of Coins, Three of Cups, and Ace of Wands. So I already spoke about Ace of Wands, about this wild passion. I mean, it's literally like this wand is on fire here. There's a dragon. It's great. Use the momentum, ride the wave. Don't get too carried away though, right? Don't make any rash decisions. And if we look at it for a moment as sexual energy, then don't lead your sexual pull, the sexual attraction, make important decisions. It's more of a masculine vibe, and masculine energies tend to do this more. But even if you were a feminine watching, it can still be the case, just again for a certain phase that you're in, with a certain vibration that you're in, it could still be the case. So just be mindful of that. And the other cards are, of course, about interaction with others, about someone who gets you, spending more time with people who can reciprocate and who can value what you are here to give, what you've got to share and to contribute, right? Celebrate with these people, have some fun. We still have some holidays ahead of us. Maybe there's gonna be another occasion. Maybe you won't have any occasion at all, but it's a Thursday night and you want to grab a drink with your colleagues or friends, and it may lead to even more than just a drink, but it's important to just enjoy the moment and find a reason to almost find an excuse to be with people who are in your corner, who are sharing your worldview, and who you can have some good times with. No pressure for all of those criteria to match. Let's get some messages from your person of interest. Messages for Pisces from their person of interest, please. Okay, I've got Page of Wands in reverse. Death and Tower. Wow. Very interesting. So what am I gonna say? Your person definitely is maturing, so that they don't want the emotions to control them anymore. They also don't want to feel like they are the victim and they're always kind of like dealing with the stuff that comes their way. Good luck with that, of course, with this heavy energies from the Death card and the Tower moment. So your person might actually be going through some tough times, right? It's like full on, could be dark night of the soul, could be a nervous breakdown, like it could go into that kind of extreme. But know that it's all done for a good reason. As much as it may not look like that in the moment, it was necessary to trigger certain processes in your person's life. And they had no control over it anyway, so there's no point to have those conversations and discuss like, what could you have done differently, right? Or where did you let yourself down? Da 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 da. No. But this was an assignment, a soul assignment that was given to your person to deal with so that they can grow emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And it's a beautiful transformation. It might take a minute, especially since after all the shocks and the transformations, any person would need time and space to integrate the new energy, to grieve the old, and to kind of settle into this new space. So if your person might actually even ask for some time apart from you, but don't take it personally and don't internalize it, because it's actually something that they need to do for themselves, to take care of themselves and be able to proceed with their growth, with their development, and show up for you in a better energy. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I still have my pretty Christmas tree candle. Hope you enjoy little bits and pieces that I have here for decoration. Thank you so much for supporting me this year, and I'll talk to you again in 2025. Until next time.